What is up, guys? My name is Andrew and welcome back to Space Engineers Economy Only mini-series. This is episode number 11 and look at our base. It's looking beautiful. We have a brand new ship that we got last episode. Also a brand new plushie that we stuck on the front of it. A lot of you guys love that thing and I do too. We need to get more of these things and stick them all around our ship, I think. All in different colors and that sort of thing. But anyways, this episode we had said we were going to go to Earth, but some people have pointed out one major problem, and that is that I wanted to bring this ship, but this ship cannot actually fly on Earth. It's meant to fly in space. And even though it's got hydrogen thrusters, which can work on Earth, they probably will not support the weight of this ship. I mean, we can try it maybe, because I don't know. I mean, we can use the thrust calculator thing. But we have another major problem, and that's that one of you also commented something that I think makes a lot of sense regarding ship buying, and that is that if we buy a ship, we should only be able to use it for its intended purpose. And by that I mean if we buy a miner, we should not be able to convert it into like a hauler or something like that, because that would sort of defeat the whole purpose of the ship dealership over there. So that's what we're gonna do, I think. Since we have a miner right here, we can only use it for mining, which means we cannot convert it into a hauler. We cannot add a bunch of cargo containers to it. We have to actually buy a dedicated miner to give that a little bit more usefulness over there. So yeah, if we want to go to Earth, which we do, I think what we're going to do is we're going to wait to go to Earth in next episode. Instead, we're going to focus on buying a hauler this episode, and we're going to try and convert it to an Earth hauler. Because we can use like thruster blocks to convert those things. And then next episode we'll go to Earth, maybe at the end of this episode, and we will use that as our hauler to get down there to Earth safe and sound. I think that's a pretty good idea, and it gives us some time to do some trading while we're at it, because I feel like we need to get back to some trading routes. We haven't really done a lot of trading last episode. It was just a lot of kind of selling ores and stuff. I want to actually go see if I can buy some materials for cheap and sell them for money again, like I was doing before. So with that, I think we have two goals in this episode. Goal number one is to buy a hauling ship. Goal number two is to, goal number one is to buy a hauling ship and convert it to something that will actually work on Earth. And goal number two is to make a lot of money so that we have more. I mean, we already have 5.8 million, but having like maybe 10 to 20 million would be amazing if we could get that much. So let's start out by going to the stde beacon. I would like to see what they are selling. stde station, do you have any hauling missions, I wonder? 212 kilometers. If we were going to Earth like right now, that would actually be good, but unfortunately they have these time limits, so it's not a good mission for us to take. Acquisition, I can definitely do that with 494 steel plates, easy peasy. They also have a solar cell one that I could also do. I think I even have those solar cells at my base right now. Nickel I will take, because why not? And thruster components I don't want to take, nor do I want to take power cells. I can't even hold that many power cells unless we have a ship. And we had already said we're not going to convert our mining ship into a hauling ship. So I'm going to do something that we haven't done in a long time. Ooh, a plushie. We have a discount on the plushie? Okay, I'm gonna buy the one plushie that they have. I'm gonna do something we haven't done in a long time, and I'm gonna use the spreadsheet, everybody. All right, so give me some time to enter everything into the spreadsheet, and I'll be right back. All right, everything is entered into the spreadsheet, and I have realized that there's nothing good, no good deals today, unfortunately. We have a 6.6 discount on the solar cells, but even with that, apparently they are not worth buying. Man, it seems like ever since we got this slight discount, we're not seeing any like huge discounts anymore, like none of the 15% off or anything like that. Maybe we'll have to wait until tomorrow to see some of the bigger discounts. But anyways, let's head back to, let's go to the mine station actually. I want to see how much that hauler is, because we have enough money that we could probably buy one right now. And if they have any good deals on selling like steel plates and stuff, we can go sell some as well. All right, mine station. First, I'm going to check you for contracts to see if you have any good ones over here, especially if you have any hauling contracts. That would be just amazing if we could just get a short haul contract to the adjacent station. But no, unfortunately, we cannot. Let's check out the acquisitions. They have no acquisitions. Okay, that's fine. Finally, I want to check out this stuff over here. We'll sort by price, and I want to see. Yeah, okay. So the mini merchant, I think, is the hauler that we can get. In fact, these both are the Ion Scout. I don't. Oh, okay. So let me explain a little bit better what I was talking about with the ship thing. So I was saying we can't separate, or we can't like go from one class to another. That means that if we get a miner ship like this one right here, we cannot convert it into a hauler ship like this one, nor can we convert it into a fighter ship like this one over here. So in order to have a fighter ship, we would actually have to buy a fighter, and then we could like add things onto it if we want to make it a little stronger if we wanted to do that. But what we can't do is we can't just add guns onto our fighter or onto our little scout ships. We have to actually use the ship for the class that it's intended. I think that makes a lot of sense, and it gives this whole thing a lot more usefulness, actually having to buy the ship type you want. So yeah, I think that makes sense for me. But what I think we're going to do is I think we're going to either get the Mini Merchant or the Ion Light Scout. They're both about the same price. The problem is I just don't know. Oh, okay. If you hover over them, they actually tell you more about them. All right, this is definitely what I want. The Mini Merchant is a hydrogen ship with cargo containers. So that's definitely what I want. Whereas the little scout thing over here is just a little. It's technically a fighter, I guess, because it's got a gun on it. But no, we're just gonna get the Mini Merchant. We could have got this and tried some escort missions, but maybe we'll do that in the future. We're gonna get the Mini Merchant for now. Let's go ahead and buy that with all of our money. We are now super poor. I want to check these prices out though before we go. So let me just real quick load these into our thing. All right, turns out it's a fantastic day to be selling computers, bulletproof glass, as well as displays, but we're not selling any of that right now. I mean, we could come back and sell some construction components. They're on a pretty good deal as well, but I'd rather get my little Mini Merchant that we now have somewhere and take it back to our base. Ah, there it is. Okay, our pay.mini merchant. Here she is. Let's do a little inspection. Okay, so we got a nice little connector right there. As far as bottom facing hydrogen thrusters, yes. Okay, so this one is probably way better suited for Earth. And actually, we can probably go to Earth this episode, can't we? Because we don't have to do any major modifications to it or anything like that. Oh, well, actually, the only thing we do have to do is earn money. So once we earn enough money, we can go to Earth, which might be at the end or at the start of next episode. So let's head over to our base, and we'll dock this thing in our second docking location. Oh, this is exciting. We now have 2 ships, one of which is Earth capable. You know what I really love about these ships, these hydrogen ships, is how little power they use. Look at our power usage right now. It is 1%. We're using 1% of our available power usage, and we have 1 full day of power, which is amazing. That's a lot of power that we have available. And this thing stops really well. Hydrogen ships are just awesome. Aside from requiring a lot of fuel. Actually, it's not really guzzling that much fuel. So I don't know. It's pretty good. All right, look at our lovely solar panels. We should actually get a couple of those built up so that we don't have a power deficit. I think we still have a small power deficit right now. But let's go ahead and park this thing right here. Just kind of let it chill for a second while I go and build this up. Okay, so right click on that, see if we have the required materials for it. Boop. We need, wait, bulletproof glass, what? What are you trying to build? Solar panel, that's what it, okay. All components successfully withdrawn. Here we go. And with this built, we should be able to just connect it. We don't have to worry about this connection quite yet. Although I guess we should, so that we can actually transfer materials between them. But for now, it's actually not that much of a big deal. We're only really using this thing for the power connection. All right, let's go ahead and connect this right here. All right, we are now on recharge mode, letting these things recharge. I bet you we have a huge power deficit now, though. No, actually fully recharged in 2 days. Okay. Well, in that case, you know what I'm going to do? Well, not in that case, but despite that, I'm going to go and get a couple of these things built up. Because I think we have a couple of solar panels ready. If I'm not mistaken, let's hop in here and see how many we can get. Okay, we couldn't get everything, but we'll see if we can at least build one of these up. Yeah, okay, we were able to. And we were almost even able to build up a second one. What about this third one over here? Did we have enough? Yeah, we even had enough solar cells for that. We just need the girders and the construction components. So let me go over here and build those things. All right, here's one that just required some girders. This one requires some girders and construction components. Okay. Oh wait, I forgot we got another plushie. Okay, let's put our plushie. Is there an easy spot for it? I mean, this might work. All right, we're gonna stick this plushie. There's not really a good spot for it this time. There's nothing I mean, I could stick it in front of the light maybe. But I think we're just gonna stick it like over here on the side, just kind of looking out, chilling right there, and we'll build a second one over there. Let's weld her up. And let's color this one maybe like yellow. Get a nice yellow plushie right here going. And then we'll stick another one over there once we find one. Man, we're gonna have these things everywhere. Each of our ships has to have a plushie on it. That's a new rule. That's an official rule to this series. All right, we should now have enough stuff for this right here. Yeah, okay, so let's get this welded up, and we'll see if we can get another couple of these done as well. These two maybe? 1, 2, let's go see. Okay, I have a feeling we did not get everything required for this one, and yeah, okay, so it looks like the computers and the solar cells are lacking a little bit, but that's fine. What are you gonna do about it? All right, so money-wise, let's see what we have. Cobalt-wise, we have 22.1 cobalt. Do we have any magnesium in here, maybe? Yeah, we have 19.1 magnesium. I'm actually gonna grab all of the valuable stuff, just so that we can see what we have, and we'll take a trip over to, well, I don't wanna take a trip now, because I did see the prices, and they weren't actually that good for magnesium. So I don't want to take a trip right now, but this is what we have pretty much to work with. 52 cobalt, 19.9 magnesium. Hey, there's a Beale ship above us. The Beale military escort. What was the Beale faction again? Looking at the factions, the Beale is the Boiled Alliance, who are actually our friends. I thought... Wait, no, they're not actually our friends, really. They kind of hate us a little bit. Why do they hate us? Are they enemies with somebody? So yeah, some of these factions hate us, and we've talked about this in a couple, in a couple of the previous episodes as well. Some of them hate us, I think, just because they're being enemies with ones that we're helping. Like Patrick Prospecting doesn't hate us. They kind of are neutral with us. Orvashana Starships as well, same thing. But the Mine faction, of course, loves us. Kane Industries likes us decently. Yeah, these guys are just getting some... They're just friends with the people that we're helping out, so... But apparently the Boiled Alliance does not like us that much, and they will eventually hate us if we keep helping out who we're helping out. Alright, so I know I want to be able to sell construction components and steel plates, because those are really easy to make. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to... Oh, actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to build a second one of these, a second basic assembler, so that I can start making things only for this right here. And in fact, you know what I think I'm going to do? I'm even going to stick it on here, the basic assembler. So if I go to number... Nope, that's a basic refinery. Okay, I require the steel plates. Let me grab a couple of those. Boop. And we're going to stick our basic assembler right here. Yes. Okay, so it's only going to serve this thing right here. We're going to stick materials in it very purposely. So whatever we want to use on assembling stuff for this, we're going to stick in here, and it's going to build us steel plates and construction components and all the good stuff. So let's build it up. Looks like we need more steel plates, displays, computers. So let me tell it to build those. Steel plates, displays, and computers. So while this is building up, you know what I think I'm going to do? I'm going to grab a couple of this right here. So we have a lot of iron in surplus. So these have actually been working on the iron for a long time. I'm going to grab as much as I can from this. There we go. Wait, well, how can I grab all... What? Oh, I guess iron is not actually that heavy. I was like, how can I grab all that? But yeah, I guess once it's refined, it's not nearly as heavy as it is when it's not refined. But in here we have 5.5. I'm fine keeping that in there. Let's grab this bit right here and stick this in here. We're going to use all this pretty much for just making things that we can sell. Because we can always go and get more iron if we want to. All right, here we go. All of the materials now for our basic assembler. Let's hop in here and rename it. So I want to name our basic assembler... assembler. I'd like to rename our basic assembler to our merchant assembler, because that just makes sense. Because everything this assembler will be doing will be for merchant stuff. So that's our merchant assembler. If I now go into production, it still defaults to our basic assembler, which is fine. I'm fine with that. But for our merchant assembler, what we're going to do is we're going to set a couple things into production. So I'm going to start by setting 200 of those. Well, let's do a couple more of those, and a couple of these as well. I guess we'll do small steel tubes as well, because they're very cheap. And I don't know if we want to do large steel tubes. We'll do interior plates as well. So I'm just pretty much always going to have something set for here. And then if it runs out of all this stuff, just build me like infinite steel plates pretty much, because we can always use steel plates. All right, so our merchant assembler will be doing that forever. It's got an amount of iron that I've given it. That's actually very important that we didn't connect it to here, because I don't want it to use all of our iron that we use for our base stuff. I want it to use only the amount of iron that I allocate for it, which is this amount right here. So I think that's going to be good. That's pretty much going to be working non-stop. This is still in a fully recharged state, so I think that's fine. Yeah, current input is way higher than the current output, so we're still good. Okay, that's fine. All right, let's take a trip over to the other, stde station. I want to real quick see if there's anything for sale there. Plushies, for instance, would be nice. All right, we're over at the stde station. We've got a couple of contracts to turn in, so let me take my accepted contracts here, and I'm going to turn in the nickel one, which is not giving us that much, but it's giving us a little bit of reputation, which is always nice, as well as the solar cell one, which is giving us a little bit of cash and reputation, which again is very nice. We still don't have enough to turn in the steel plate one, but hopefully by the end of this episode we'll have enough steel plates. They're currently hard at work at our base. Let's check our acquisitions, see if we have anything else we want to do. I will take this construction component one, because that's a pretty solid mission that I can definitely complete. I will also take this small steel tube one. I will take also the solar cell one, because that's another easy one that we can do. I will not take the explosives, because I have no idea how to do or how to make explosives, so we're not going to worry about that. I think that probably requires magnesium, but I don't know if we can do that in the basic assembler. We might need the proper assembler for that. This is another earth hauling mission. We have another plushie, so I'm going to go ahead and purchase that, obviously. And we have a fantastic cobalt price. I didn't bring my cobalt with us, but it's a fantastic price. We should really come and sell it. Yeah, so 2.6 is actually the highest I've ever seen, so that's a really good price. Gold and silver, I think, are also pretty good. So yeah, I really should come back with my cobalt. Let me go and grab it, and I'll be right back. All right, we are back with everything we wanted to bring with us. Accepted contracts. I brought enough for the solar cells, so let's go ahead and finish it. Get a little bit of reputation, a little bit of other stuff as well. I don't suppose you guys have changed. No, you have not. Okay, that's fine. Over here, though, we had a really good price for cobalt, so we're going to sell all the cobalt that we can, and they are actually taking all of it, so that's going to give us a decent sum of money right there. Let's go ahead and refresh that. Not refresh, I mean sell that. And then the magnesium as well, they're taking 18. We have 19. Do we want to sell it at this price? It's, okay, as far as prices go, it's not bad. All right, now you know what? We wait on the magnesium because we're gonna wait for the better price, which is, it goes up to 40K and it goes up to 44K. But with our added bonuses, I think it'll be 41K and 45K. So we're gonna wait for that. Anything in here I can yoink? Anything in here that I can maybe yoink as well? Ooh, oh man, that's a lot of space credits. Oh my gosh, that's way more than I've ever seen here. Let's go ahead and deposit these. 5627. Go ahead and deposit that. Thank you very much for the generous amount. That was a lot. All right, let's head back. All right, and we have another plushie right here that we can add to the other side of our ship so that we're even. So let's add another plushie right there, and we're gonna make this one. Actually, I kind of like the green because I already had the green selected from that. So we have a yellow, we have a green right here, and we have even probably more room to stick some if we want to stick some maybe like on there. I don't know. We'll find places if we want to, or we'll stick them on the drill. I don't know. But anyway, while we're here, this stuff is working on the stuff that we need for the contracts. Actually, I want to real quick check on that to see how we're doing. Hide empty. Show me the steel plates. I want to see. Okay, so you have another 182. I'm just grabbing it as we go. I'm gonna put it all back. Actually, I don't want to hold on to it because what we're about to do is we're gonna start loading this thing up for our Earth mission, and I need to find out what we want to bring. So I think we'll start with a bunch of steel plates. So we're gonna grab them from here because we don't want to grab our merchant ones. Okay, you can stop with that right now. Let's make a couple of these. Not that many, just like 200. We're going to start with probably all the steel plates that you have. So 53 steel plates we're going to throw in here just as our base level of steel plates. And then we're going to start actually getting the stuff required for materials or for items that we want to bring. So I want to bring, for instance, at least one basic refinery, at least one basic assembler, and at least a survival kit, I think. Or we can just bring the survival kit and then build all the stuff from that. That might be the safer way to do things. All right, I made a coordinate called our notepad. Okay, so I'm gonna turn that off. This is our notepad. We're using this to write down notes. So what do we want to bring to Earth? We want to bring one survival kit. Survival kit. We want to bring probably enough for 2 windmills, 1 battery. And is that all? That might be all we want to bring. That might be all we need. The survival kit, windmills, and batteries. Okay, this is all we're going to bring to Earth. We're going to bring 1 survival kit, 2 windmills, 1 battery, and 50 extra steel plates, as well as 50 extra interior plates. So let's get those things built up. The only reason it's really important to bring all this stuff down to Earth with us is because on Earth, I don't think there's any general station like there is with the stde over there. So we can't actually buy materials because I don't think the miners sell materials. They only sell, what do they even sell? I don't even remember what the miners sell. I don't think it's materials though. If they do sell materials, we'll be fine, but I don't know. We want to make sure we at least have enough for a starter base, so we're not stuck there and have to come back to Earth super soon, since we want to build like a mini base down there. So let's get all the stuff required for that, and we'll be good. G, let's go to survival kit. Can I add that to the build planner? Yes, I can. All right, so we got survival kit, 2 windmills, and was it battery? I think it was the battery was the other one. Yes, okay. All right, luckily it's actually not that hard to get everything here. All we have to do is make sure it's building. You guys always tell me the key combination to put things into production, but I always forget it. Is it shift? Maybe it's shift middle mouse button? Yeah, okay, so shift middle mouse button, I guess, puts everything you need into production. Now, it's also put this in, but we can't do this because we don't have any silver, so we're gonna take that out of production. But all of this stuff will be in production. I'm actually gonna take some of this stuff out of production. Oh, it's making our hydrogen bottles as well. We do have a mission for hydrogen bottles that would be very nice to complete at some point, because that's going to give us a lot of cash. Oh my gosh. Okay, so if we can complete that, that'd be really good. Oh no, we're missing items. Iron ingot. Are we out of iron? Oh no, I think we might be out of, well, we're not out of iron because we have tons of it, but I think we might be getting low on this stuff. It's okay because we're about to go to Earth, so we don't have to actually really worry about this stuff right now, but we will have to worry about it eventually. All right, we almost have everything we need here. All we need is a couple more. Let me real quick check this. We only need the 3 medical components as well as 7 power cells. And those 3 medical components are very important. But we are gonna have to buy them from the stde station, so hopefully they have them in stock, because if not, we are in trouble. And there's our last power cell. We're gonna grab that, and all we are now missing is the 3 medical components. All right. Luckily, what also is almost done is this mission for the bottles. Now that's going to require our mini merchant, so probably what we're going to do is we're going to load them up in here, and then we're going to fly over to the mine station before heading over to Earth. So we'll do that all in one trip. So we'll go boop, 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 bing, 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 get those all done. That's going to give us a lot of money. That's our biggest mission so far, 3.9 million, which almost funds the full refinery on its own. In fact, how much do we need? Yeah, that would be enough, I think. Yeah, that would definitely be enough. All right, so our merchant thing has been busy crafting away and making stuff for us. It's still getting through its production queue, but we have enough steel plates now. So I'm gonna grab steel plates from this thing, and these are the ones I want. I'm gonna grab 494. I think that's how much it was. 494, let me just double check real quick, because I could be wrong. Yes, it was 494, so that's gonna give us enough for that mission. Then we also need this mission right here. I'm gonna do these in 2 separate trips. Though, because I don't really want to bring out the mini merchant quite yet, because we have no way of refueling it at this moment. So I'm gonna do one little trip over here. What the? Oh my god! I almost hit that. Almost hit my head on that. But yeah, I need to mind my head next time. But let's get this mission done. That's gonna give us a little bit of cash. We'll come back. We'll run back with the construction components so we can do that mission as well, which will give us another bit of cash. And at that point, we should almost be at our 5 million mark, even without the bottles. All right, stde, I have brought a surprise for you. I have brought you some steel plates. Let's go ahead and finish that. And again, I wish it gave us more reputation for finishing a high quality mission like this, but that's fine. The money is worth it as well. Let's run in here, check that acquisitions. You want 63 magnesium acquisition. Is that good? Okay, so 63 magnesium at that price is roughly 40,211 per magnesium. We can actually get better by selling. However, that is a decent magnesium price, so I'm going to accept it just so we have that in our backlog whenever we want it. So whenever we want a decent magnesium price for a lot of magnesium, yeah, I'll take that. I wanted to check the hauling as well, just to be sure if there are any hauling missions. There are not, unfortunately. Okay, that's fine. And I want to check to see if you guys are having good prices right now. Yeah, you have a pretty good magnesium price. Not the best, but it's pretty solid. And the cobalt price is also pretty good as well. And of course, an engineer plushie, I will take that. Okay, this is the one we needed right here, is the 3 medical components. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab that. It's gonna set us back 1 million, but it's worth it because we absolutely need them. All right, let's throw our newfound stuff inside here real quick. So I'm gonna put our these things in there. And then we have one more plushie that we can put on. I'm gonna put it on our miner somewhere. We'll find a spot, it's fine. Can I put it right there? Oh, we can put it right here. Okay, that's actually a pretty good spot. All right. And we're gonna color it probably blue, I think is a nice color for this time. There we go. And there we go. We now have 2 plushies on each ship. We can maybe even add a couple more. Probably not before we leave though. We now have everything we need in here. One other thing I actually want to get is a bed. So let's go in here and get a bed in our build planner. The reason we want that is because we don't want to have to start paying rent at the other place again. So having a bed will be nice to have right off the bat. All right, I'm gonna real quick go and grab some nickel as well because we're running a little bit low. I don't want to bring the ship out for it. Ooh, a little bit of extra scrap metal from that time we hit the thing. I don't want to bring the ship out for it because we only need a small amount. So I'm just gonna grab this quickly and say that that's gonna be fine. This is laziness, folks. This is what it looks like. All right, I think now's as good a time as any to go to sleep. One player not in bed. Okay, no, it's fine. We're gonna go to sleep so we don't waste all of our power. And good morning, everybody. It's the daytime again. Let's see, is this properly lined up? Not really. It's fine, I think. As long as you're getting 4 bars, it's fine. I haven't even set this one to turn yet, but I think honestly, it's fine. It is still fine. How are you guys doing on power? Fully depleted in 2 hours, but hopefully the sun will fix that in a moment. Okay, what I want to do right out of bed is I want to go and get that mission done real quick. I'm talking about this one right here, the 715 construction components. So let's get that one done. All right, we actually don't have enough construction components, so instead we're going to have to do the 506 small steel tubes. So let's do that one. Where did I put my magnesium? Did I stick it in here? Yeah, whoops. I accidentally put my magnesium in there. All right, we're going back to the stde station because we need to bring our steel plates. So let's get that over there, and then we'll come back for one more trip so we can get the construction components brought over as well. All right, accepted contract. I'm going to be accepting this one right here today. Thank you very much. And I want to real quick check to see if the prices have gone up for the magnesium. They have not. However, I think I'm fine selling at this price. Yeah, let's sell at this price. It's fine. Store list was not updated because it was not... Did it? Wait. Okay, the price went up as I was about to sell, so I'm totally fine selling at this price. We get another maybe 50,000 for that glitch, I guess. Of the store updating literally as I hit the sell button. But anyways, let's head back to base and we'll go and grab the construction components as well. All right, hello, I've got another mission for you. First of all, do you have any, well, actually not first of all. First of all, we'll sell, then we'll see if you have any hauling missions. Confirm that. Thank you for the cash and the reputation. Now let's go over here, acquisition, see what you have. You have another solar cell one. Those are really easy to do. I'm actually not going to accept it though, because we're going to go to the Earth soon. So, and I don't want to accept any missions from here because we're probably going to want to accept missions there, so we won't be able to complete them. But anyways, hauling missions. Do you have any easy ones? No. Do you have any good prices? Maybe. Do you have any solid magnesium? You're not even buying magnesium anymore. What? I guess I gave you all the magnesium you required. Take a look at our balance, by the way. We have 6.1 million. So even though we bought a new ship at the start of this episode, we have more money now than we had at the start, which is crazy. I mean, we're making money at such a fast rate now that we can do assembling. I really think that's the turning point, right? Is getting assembling. That's when it goes from being kind of a struggle to earn money to being kind of just like, well, you just earn money by default. It's just really easy. So yeah, we now, you know, we don't currently have everything unlocked, but it's pretty much a formality now, I would think, because getting 10 million even for the proper assembler is not really that hard, considering we made about 5 million this episode just by doing basic missions that they gave us and stuff, not even doing anything crazy. So, but yeah, I mean, it'll be nice getting the actual refinery on Earth and building a little Earth base, so that'll be cool. All right, everybody, the production of hydrogen bottles is done. Let's build our plushie. We'll bring another plushie to Earth if we can. Let's maybe stick this one up here, and we'll keep it blue, I think, because it kind of matches. There we go, another plushie. We now have 5 plushies in total. Awesome. So let me put this stuff back. We now have all of the hydrogen bottles done, so I'm going to grab as many of these as I can, and I'm going to stick them inside our container. So where are they all? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Surely we made more than 11, right? Yeah, where the heck did all our hydrogen bottles go? They're not in here, right? No. All right, I'm officially confused. We definitely made 46 hydrogen bottles because they were in our production queue and they slowly went down over time. But now we suddenly only have like 12 hydrogen bottles. Like these are they. These are them. Where did they all go? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Where the heck are all of our hydrogen bottles? They're nowhere to be found. All right, yeah, I have no idea what happened to my hydrogen bottles because I definitely made them all, unless I accidentally unqueued a couple of them, but I don't think I did. I'm very confused at where they would have gone because they're not in the base anywhere. If I go in here and search for hydrogen bottles. Hydrogen. Okay, I can't spell hydrogen, but I can spell hydra. Okay, so yeah, these are all the hydrogen bottles and they're not stacked, right? There's only one per. Hey everybody, this is Editing Andrew from the future, and I have a sneaking suspicion that I know what's going on with the hydrogen bottles. I haven't checked yet, but I think the hydrogen bottles are inside this ship. Sometimes when you get these ships, they hide some blocks in the HUD, and so I think that's probably what's going on. So if I go over here, I haven't checked yet, but if I go over here and do O2 H2 generator, yes, okay, so if I go in here, it says show block in inventory screen, it's off. Let me turn that on, go to inventory and search for my hydrogen bottles. And just like that, there they all are. They were hiding in here. So if you guys have that problem in the future, if you bought a ship, just check the hidden blocks, make sure everything is shown in the inventory because it looks like that was our issue here. I haven't counted them, but I would guess that that's probably 46. Let's continue with the episode. Oh, and remember this little segment is future Andrew, so past Andrew has no clue that I just solved the mystery, so don't worry about him. All right, everybody, that is a shame about the hydrogen bottles, but I think we're going to end the episode right there. Next episode, we're going to start by going off to Earth with our mini merchant. We were going to go to that station to drop off the hydrogen bottle contract and then go to Earth, but again, the hydrogen bottles have vanished. I really don't know where they could have gone. If any of you guys know where they could have gone, please let me know in the comments. Is there a glitch or something with hydrogen bottles where they just vanish? Because, I mean, they're just not on the base. If I search through this, you should see a bunch of hydrogen bottles. All you see is these ones right here, which are the ones we made. But there are no other hydrogen bottles on the base other than these ones right here. So I genuinely do not know where they could have gone. They have just somehow vanished. But that's fine. Again, we'll use them just on Earth as normal hydrogen bottles instead of doing the mission. And we'll come back and do the mission later with a bigger refinery and that sort of thing. But anyways, yeah, that's going to be the end of the episode. If you liked the episode, please hit the like button. Put any comments and suggestions down below in the comments section. And I will see you guys in the next episode of Space Engineers Economy Only.